Gawr Gura announced that she's graduating soon. You've probably heard about this, and fans have feared that this would happen for a while. I'm a big Gura fan. I have been since she started, and my first VTuber video was actually about Gura, way back in September of 2020, so you know I've been a fan for a long time. She also released a new song called Ash Again. I listened to the song and it moved me enough to want to make a video looking at the lyrics and presenting some ideas behind what they could represent for Gura and what she's trying to convey to her audience through this song. Ash Again has vocals from Gura and music and lyrics written and produced by Casey Edwards. Casey Edwards is a producer who worked on huge mainstream projects such as Final Space, Mortal Kombat 1, and Devil May Cry 5. I imagine this is where Gura knows him from, because she's played Devil May Cry on stream before and is a big fan. The song starts off with a cinematic build-up followed by the first verse. Face to face with time again, we walk once more to the end. These lyrics seem to be hinting that Gura's lack of time left as a hololive VTuber. She's face to face with the end of this period of her life. Then there's the refrain, burn it down, which is repeated throughout the song. Gura is metaphorically burning down everything that she's been working towards by leaving hololive. Waves can't put out my flame. Death will never write my name. Her career may be ending, not really per se, but she's moving in a new direction. But she will be remembered by so many people because she's made such an impact that she'll never truly die. They say the memory of me is fading, I've heard it all before. Don't tell me everyone around is waiting. This represents to me the memory fading due to her inactivity on her channel over the years, and the fans waiting around for her to return. She's obviously taken a few long breaks throughout the lifetime of her channel. Each time this has led to a lot of speculation, discussion and rumours, but she's heard it all before. She knows what the people are gonna say. Next is the chorus, which shows even more of the meaning of the song. And they all say, tear it down, burn it down, and they'll all pay. When I tear it down, burn it down. The people who have speculated, spread rumours and made demands will pay by Gura tearing it down, stepping away from hololive as a company. When the world falls through and all is ash again, while you all pretend, if this is the end, I'll do it again. If you know about what Gura was up to before her time in hololive, you'll know that this is not the first time that she's become wildly popular and then stepped away. Metaphorically returning to ash. She's heard the criticisms before because this is not her first time doing something like this. Voices rise in my head, the hands that pull at my thread. Let them down, burn it down. The voices could either refer to her own internal voices of doubt or her internal stress, or they could be talking about external voices who are criticizing her that she's internalized over the years. She's letting these voices down by not doing what they want. Wait for wash in the tide, in the abyss is where I will hide. Let them drown, burn it down. In her lore, Gura comes from the deep sea, so she's going to return where she came and wait for this to all blow over, or wash away in the tide. The song's bridge contains some of the most meaningful lyrics of the whole song. We swim against the current's aim. In dark we change as smoke returns to rain, navigating sunken depths and all of its debris. And no more hands upon my words, they only speak for me. We swim against the current's aim. She's taking her own path and doing what's right for her, rather than continuing the current path that she was previously on, even if it will make people happy. She's also mentioned in her announcement stream that she was leaving hololive because of disagreements with management and not liking the current direction. And no more hands upon my words, they only speak for me. This could represent the hands of the people twisting what Gura is saying to push their own agendas. This includes people who clip what she says out of context to mislead viewers. The no more hands could also represent the corporate hands of hololive. As she was the most popular member, whenever she spoke, she had to think not only of how this would affect her, but how this would affect the company that she was suddenly the face of. When she's left the company, she can finally be free of this burden. Her hands will really only speak for herself. She also won't have anyone telling her to say certain things or to not say certain things. For all the ones who tried to silence thunder, I am the wave that pulls you down and under. She'll no longer have to bite her tongue. She can say anything that she feels she had to hold back, for example. Every day I'll stand with me, and I'll fight the drought of the shallow sea. All ships sail winds of jealousy. I'll listen carefully, let it all burn down. She'll stand by herself and her own beliefs, even when the sea is against her. Being so popular, she's had to withstand a lot of jealous people. People have said that she didn't earn her spot as the number one, or that she doesn't deserve it. She might have listened and let this go to her head, which could lead to low self-esteem, but now she'll burn that down. One impression that I got from Gura is that she wanted more freedom. She didn't ask to become so wildly popular so quickly. In some ways, she's overshadowed some of her contemporaries, and she's always the one that people are compared to. I don't think that she wanted this to happen, and I do believe that she'd have enjoyed her time more had it not happened. There have been forces, both internal and external, that have been waging a war within her head. She struggles with identity and inner struggles that have led her to things like long breaks and sometimes less than happy posts. However, despite this, she refuses to be forgotten. She refuses to be defined by others, but by herself and her own metrics of happiness and success. These are just my interpretations, of course. I'd be very interested to see what you guys have gotten from the song. I feel like there are multiple interpretations that people could pick up from the lyrics, and I'm only one guy who doesn't have all the answers.